Okay, my goal with this cooking show is to just show you how simple it is to make really easy, quick, healthy food for your family that everybody's gonna eat. So for today, I'm gonna show you the easiest jam, totally clean, totally healthy jam you will ever make. If you have not tried chia seeds yet, you need to go get some and try them. These are some of my favorite health food products. I use them all the time. Chia seeds. This is what you're gonna use to thicken your jam. If you don't like chia seeds or you can't find them, you can also use flax seeds. They both kind of act as a natural thickening agent, and one of these days I'll do a show about pudding and I'll show you how to make pudding out of them as well. But I went to the store the other day and they had bags of peaches, frozen peaches, for a really good price, so I just bought tons of bags of them. And I thawed out my peaches, and all I'm gonna do for my delicious peach jam is take a little bit of stevia. That's the natural sweetener that I like to use. This is what mine looks like. And you can measure it out, but I just like to dump it in there. You can kind of use as much or as little as you want depending on how sweet you like your jam. Now, if I was just eating the jam myself, I probably wouldn't put any sweetener in it. I would just have the natural fruit, but I'm making it for my family as well, and they like it a little bit sweeter. So I'm gonna add quite a bit of stevia to my frozen, but now thawed peaches. And the other thing, I really like my jam thick. I like it to be as close to fresh fruit as I possibly can have it. And so if these weren't frozen peaches, even though I've thawed them out, they're from the store, and so they're not that soft. If I had fresh peaches and they were really ripe, I just use a masher to mash them. But since they're still a little bit hard, I'm gonna use my blender. So I'm gonna dump all my peaches. There's about 2.5 cups of peaches that came in the bag. And I'm gonna put them all in my blender, and I don't want them blended very much. I want them roughly blended. So quickly, I'm gonna stick them right here, blend them up really quick, plug your ears, hurry. Perfect. Now I still want big chunks in there and everything. I don't want them blended very much. So I've got my peaches roughly blended, and I'm gonna stick them back in my bowl. If you wanna mash or cut a couple of them, go ahead. And then all you're gonna do is take your chia seeds. For me, again, I like my jam thick enough, but not like jelly consistency. You can make your jam as thick as you want it, or as thick as your family likes it. It just depends on how many chia seeds you put in. So for me, to get it like a basic jam consistency, I do about 1/3 of a cup of chia seeds for 2 cups of fruit. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And then you have 2 choices. The chia seeds are little round, they kind of turn into this gelatinous, that's a horrible word, but a gelatinous ball when they sit in your jam. If you don't like that consistency, it's kind of like a tapioca consistency, then all you need to do is, if you have a coffee grinder, that seems to work really well. You just take your 1/3 of a cup of chia seeds, or again, if you want to use flax seeds, go ahead, it does the same thing. Chia seeds, I like, they have a slight taste, kind of a nutty taste, so do flax seeds. I prefer the taste of chia seeds over flax, so that's what I use to make my jam. But if you're worried that your family is not gonna like the little granules of chia seeds, even though once they gel, they're really, really soft, you can just grind them up in your coffee grinder. So stick them in your coffee grinder, and we'll just grind them here for just a second. So there's 1/3 of a cup, 2 cups of fruit. Dump your chia seeds, now ground up, right there into our peaches. Mix them all up. And you need to let them sit before you eat the jam for probably about 30 minutes. After they've gelled and made your jam really thick, then you can go ahead and use your jam on anything you want. Toast, I love to put it on pancakes. Sometimes I'll just eat it plain. I'll top desserts with it, anything. So just get a jar. I already have some in here, it's been in my fridge. Dump your jam mixture in your jar. Stick it in the fridge, let it sit there for about 30 minutes, and you'll be ready to go. And it'll keep in your fridge for a couple weeks. or you can freeze it if you want it to last longer. But there's your healthy, natural jam, no preservatives, no nothing. And it took me like, 5 minutes to do it. So try it out, use any type of fruit that you want, and then email me and let me know how yours turned out.